Hello everyone, and welcome to Homeless, a horror game in which we play as a subway security guard in 1990s Brooklyn. Even looking from the other side of the river, I can already feel the dinginess, and we're looking at the nice part. I have to say, I'm really interested in this one given the familiarity of the setting. The other one took place in a Polish graveyard. This is by the same developer as The Graveyard Shift, which was a really strange one for me. It's stilted and janky, and the story was often confusing. There were a whole lot of reused assets bought from elsewhere, but at the same time, it had cool atmosphere and some really good scares. And I think indie horror games are kind of at their best when they're a mixed bag of jankiness, because that means you truly don't know what you're gonna get. And that's great for horror. Let's check it out. And it crashed. I hate this city. The rich are up there in their penthouses enjoying life, while the poor are down on the streets struggling for a bite to eat. Dude, it's 1998. Dollar pizza's still a thing. My whole 45 years, they promised me I'd get up there one day. But it was all lies. I'm still stuck down here, forced to guard these trains for peanuts. These rails are passing right in front of these residential doors. That says theater, but there's no way that's a theater, right? And there's really a subway station right here? If you say so, game. If you say so. I mean, look, I know rail lines can do some janky things, but I've never seen anything quite this unsafe. Well, I guess we had to throw our neon signs in here some way, right? Now there's our security booth right there. I suppose this is technically a work simulator, although the previous game didn't quite work out that way. And just like Graveyard Shift, this is very, very dark. You're just kind of crammed in there. What is going on in this alleyway? Now, as before, this game is fairly pretty looking, although it does have, like, weird film grain and chromatic aberration and, like, stretching like a CRT, and I'm not quite sure why. Speaking of CRTs, let's do our work. Oh, that motion blur is also kind of bad. There's our ID, Albert Smith. Why we leave it here, I'm not sure. Oh, look when it expires. I imagine there's meant to be some sort of commentary in that, but I can't imagine what it would be. Could just be tasteless. To night shift station guards, New York metro stations. Preventing unauthorized entry of homeless individuals into metro station precincts during night hours. Dear team, it has come to our attention that there's been an increase in incidents where homeless individuals seek refuge within the station confines overnight. While we empathize with their plight, their presence poses significant safety risks to both themselves and our patrons. Number 1, monitoring station entrances. Ensure all entry points are monitored regularly throughout the night to deter unauthorized access. Prompt reporting. Immediately report any sightings or attempts of unauthorized individuals trying to enter restricted areas of the station. Number 3, compassionate engagement. When encountered, engage with homeless individuals with compassion and guide them towards appropriate support services outside the station premises. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Chief Officer, New York Subway System Security. Okay. I gotta go check those CCTV cameras again. I'm beat. A similar mechanic to the Graveyard Shift. Maybe it'll be a bit more involved here. I think these same stickers were in that workstation as well, too. Okay, so there's nobody down there on the platform. So what exactly is an unauthorized individual? How do we know they're homeless? Is it the way they're dressed? Is it behavior? Or is the thing just closed? Because let me tell you, that's not something subway stations do. Nobody here. Do we just have to check them all? Because there is some movement. There's a really dark hallway there that we can barely see down. Nothing so far. Hey, why aren't we in that booth? Couple of trains just sitting in the tunnels. Yeah, if there's one thing I know, it's that this stuff never stops, huh? I thought the bar in the top left was somebody sneaking in on that camera. You know, the silence is actually kind of eerie. I mean, I do sort of like the idea of urban solitude in horror. The idea that there's people all around, someone would hear our screams. But would anyone do anything? That's another story. Maybe we should go check out the station itself? There's right outside. I'm sure that'll be used for some gadzooks mad spooks in the near future. And there's us, you know, the world's most useful camera. Have I looked everywhere yet? Pretty sure I've looked at all of these. Oh man, another power outage. Gotta go fix this issue. Alright, so you're having problems. I guess I'll go deal with it. You know, am I really the guy that's meant to deal with this? You would think there would be a whole staff for that. I don't think I need to bring anything else from here, do I? Alright, we do have a sprint, but it's rather useless. Like, we can move a little bit faster. That screen just blinked out as I approached. And I do have the ability to open the shutter myself. Oh god. Those frame drops. Oh god, this is performing horribly. Everything okay, OBS? We good? We good? Alright. Must have just been stuff loading in. Oh, listen to that. We can hear our footsteps echoing on these tiled walls. Which actually makes this feel all the lonelier. This does not feel right. These reflections everywhere. It's... In the lack of sound, there's a whole lot going on visually. 3 X's. Can't see down that hallway at all, but there's a whole lot of stuff just kind of wedged in there. This is closed. I think I did just hear something, maybe. Oh, that's probably the box itself. I need a key. What do you mean you need a key? Isn't this your job? Okay, so I can swipe a Metro card there. You weren't doing that before? Was that because I hit this thing? You're just going now. Oh God! What was that meant to... Tell me, well, first of all, that somebody's here. And second, we could already have gathered that. Look, use needles, pills, tissues. Wait, can we read that? The world had nothing for me. I wish to die, but I have no money for a coffin, nor money for a priest to say a prayer for me at my burial. Dude's not even asking for help anymore. Which means he's got nothing to lose. You know, I've seen some of these places, but I'm not seeing any cameras anywhere. God, the absolute state of this place, I almost can't imagine it operating during the day. Then again, in a system full of neglect, it seems like this station is particularly neglected. Like, no one would really have use for this one anyway, given where we're located. I do not like stepping into the dark like this. I mean, I'm closing the door behind me for safety, but what if something's already in the room with me? Trash. Okay, thank you very much. Can't mess with these computers. I would not want to touch that keyboard. But it doesn't seem like there's anything I can mess with here. A whole lot of footprints and cigarette butts where they take their breaks, I guess, just smoking right down here. I feel like in 1998 that wouldn't fly, but I also doubt there's many people to enforce that. Okay, now this is a lot cozier. Then again, when I stand here from this angle, I can already see why we put the security booth up top. There's our key. Okay, it's just you put that in front of a window, and I was really expecting a trigger there. Night's still young, though. Can't open any of these. Can we check the locker? No. Now, interestingly enough, when I played the graveyard shift, I was confused by the fire control in the options. Allegedly, this game does have combat. There it is. There it is. Somebody's messing with me. Whoever's down here is already well aware of my presence. The atmospherics in this are certainly on point, that's for sure. Alright, this way, this way, this way. I mean, if this thing was stopped, wouldn't it be possible for somebody to get stuck down here if they were already here? Costs a couple bucks to swipe your Metro card and get past that gate, but still. Let's turn around. Huh. Is that all? Okay, back to the booth. Who's there? It's my job to check. It's my job to check. I was just staring into the dark, waiting to see the face of whoever emerges. A million things ran through my head just there. That's humming. God, what is this? That's a knife. And this is a really bad mold problem. Like a Resident Evil level mold problem. It stopped. Every time I hear my footsteps, I'm just like, shut up. Have you ever heard the cry of a hungry man? There's a thought I hadn't had. The power of the discarded sign of a homeless person. Looks like a child's drawing, but look at that child. They almost look like they've had their eyes gouged out and their mouths sewn shut. Oh! You directed my attention on purpose. Well, don't think I'm gonna be too afraid to read. Don't be afraid of the shadows in the alleys. It's me watching you. Okay, now I regret turning my back on the shadows. This is someone's camp, but how can it be a dead end? I just heard someone. Lost family, lost home, lost everything. Wait, now I'm hearing another alarm. There's something in the hall. It's like we're walking through a tunnel filled with a million cries for help, unanswered. I honestly don't know if I would call out in this situation. Likely another homeless has entered the area again. I guess you're no stranger to dealing with stuff like this. But it is our job to deal with it, so are we really just leaving? And game crashed again. Okay, thankfully there was a save right there. We're really just saying, nope, we're good. Actually, I suppose I can't blame you. That was quite a horror show, even if you didn't show it, and it probably would be best to check the cameras to get a lay of the land. Just make sure we keep this door locked, alright? I don't want to hear a knock on that window in the middle of the night. That screen can be turned on and off. Phone is off the hook. What the hell is this guy doing at the station at this hour? That guy is very, very tall. And he's just standing there. Oh my... I guess you grew your hair out from the cover art of Graveyard Shift? That is not a normal face shape. You look like a Party City Halloween witch. Where were you? I didn't even make a note of it. You're at that intersection. God, it's like you're staring straight into my soul through the camera lens. We have to go over here this time. Those sirens so close yet so far away. And we haven't escalated to that point yet. We're really going down this way? If you say so. It is like actually stifling being down here. It's like I can feel the air quality degrading. That's blood. That is blood. Doctor mask, often seen as a symbol of death and disease. You represent the forgotten in general, don't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Jesus, this is a horrible crime. So we're just gonna underreact to everything today, huh? This turned into Outlast in a really big hurry. Syringe. This is a very rare, original antique solid brass, old Indian rare injection syringe pump gun. What are you, a collector? Special fruit juice order for Vulture. Blend of human eye and brain. Can I have some? Hang on, that's really horrific and all, and we're probably facing a jump scare on the way back, but I'm just gonna read this again really quick because it is absolutely fascinating to me that this ended up as actual text in the game. This is very rare, original antique, solid brass, old Indian rare, original rare injection syringe pump gun. So the word original appears twice in there, rare appears 3 times. That's what I love in games like this, is when they are just baffling. Like, you cannot imagine a human putting this together. Anyway, let's see what we're subjected to. There is a cannibal murder going on here. Are we next? I understand it's probably translations on top of translations, but I still don't understand how you end up with that. Well, I guess we're gonna just kind of let this guy dictate the whole mood and decide where we go. Somebody's sliding one of these shutters open. I scream my loneliness amidst crowded streets, but no one hears. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you're some kind of paranormal manifestation. Thought that pillar was a guy standing there. But you're some kind of paranormal manifestation of the forgotten, of the neglected. Inner demon. Kind of interesting how the barriers in this game often come in the form of just darkness. Wait, what is going on over there? It's... okay, join the team. Security department. Does that mean we have those helmets somewhere? Because I really feel like I could use one. Actually, wait, was there something back there? No, it just said newsstand. I really don't think you're supposed to be in here. Probably need to fix that before there's a problem. Bag of plaster. What are you doing with that, and why did you want to call my attention to it? Manufacturing trains cabin at Alstom, New York City facility, 1933. Visit of the mayor to the Brooklyn subway station, 1928. Manufacturing metro cabin at an Alstom, New York City facility, 1917. Manufacturing metro cabin at Alstom facility, 42. Brooklyn subway workers strike, 1967. New York subway system workers, 79. Opening day of the Brooklyn station, 24. Another strike in 84. Group photo system workers, 76. Another mayor visit to the station, 28. And manufacturing trains, 33. That's You used the same one twice, bud. The beginning and end. He's messing up all the systems. Yeah, it's at this point that you should probably be calling for backup, because this is clearly more of a targeted attack than anything else. Also, what is going on with that text up there? Wait, I can't tell if it's upside down or if it's just jumbled gibberish. Morningside. No, I can make out the word Morningside. Why is this flipped like this? Well, I guess that brings new meaning to the term asset flip. Come on. I wonder if those footprints were there before, because they are very, very big. Should be focusing on getting out of here. Great, another lock. Oh, it's open. So this horrible leak is clearly the main thing, but that seems like a way to divert attention from the stalls. We can't open the stalls. Well, that means good things in our future. All right. Now's the time. Really? Really, I'm down here looking for someone who isn't supposed to be here, and I can't open the doors when someone should clearly be here? Okay, well, all aboard the scripting train, I guess. Now departing from whatever station this is, we're trapped, we're locked, we're trapped. That one looks like we can open it. And it looks like there's something there. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, Graveyard Shift understood that the scares would be scary for me. They didn't have to zoom in like that. Subject agreement for transfer of penthouse in Manhattan. Both parties acknowledge that the penthouse is being sold in its current condition, and no warranties or guarantees are provided. August 8th, 1998. Seller, Mr. Robert Cooper. Buyer, Vulture. Empire Penthouse, Manhattan, price $250,000. Or no, wait, $250 million? This doesn't look legally binding. Nothing about this looks legally binding. In fact, it looks like something's been unbound, quite violently. Okay, so we're not really hiding at this point, are we? Have you come back to claim your kill? Oh my... So you're clearly still there, right? You 100% saw me just now when you did that. I'm waiting for you to poke your head out from under the stall. See, these are good scares. You don't need to zoom in and play a loud noise. Let's just go. Let's just go. You open the gate on your way out. But then again, we 100% know you're just toying with me. I'm not quite one of you. I mean, I'm poor. Actually, technically, you know what? I should be mad at you. Because you have a penthouse now. It's all in your name. It's all legally binding, I assume. Meanwhile, I'm still down here guarding subway stations from people like you. So between the two of us, which of us is the more disadvantaged? Let's go down this way. Platform. I mean, the subway cameras are, if anything, providing documentation, if not active help to me in this situation. Why is there only one of us? I mean, what are we supposed to do if a situation does escalate? I wasn't trying to make a pun, but this guy literally is quite escalated. You guys stay right there. Door code. What would it be? No. Well, I'm all out of ideas. Let me guess, the door will close behind us. We can't leave. Wait. Oh, wait. Written on the wall over there. C8? 456 C8. No, but I think we're on the right track. Yeah, on these pillars. So A7. So the first one's going to be 7. 7, 3. 8, 7. 7, 3, 8, 7. We were seeing this like as if it was active. Maybe this whole place is just cursed, and it's not just the spirit of a homeless person. I do still think it's a representation of homelessness in general. God, I mistyped that. 7387. There we go. It failed after 3 because I accidentally clicked 6 instead of 3. Alright, open up. Maybe we would have gotten an achievement for not setting that off. Comfort redesigned. Yeah, that sure looks like comfort. We've got even more leaks. And an even deeper station. I cannot believe this place is so extensive for how few people it seems to serve. Got those Monday morning blues? Take happy, be happy. Beat the Mondays. Take happy. Well, that's about as dystopian as it gets. But where are we going from here? Oh, you'll open. Come on. Who's there? Please leave me alone. I have no shelter. You're not our guy. Also, you were lit well before this thing actually made its way over to you, but... well, we have to approach with compassion. Who are you? What are you doing here? I don't mess with anyone. Please leave me alone. I have no shelter. Please. Don't worry, friend. I won't harm you. I just want to know if you've seen a tall homeless man named Vulture around here. I've been here the whole time, and I don't know any other homeless people. Please don't kick me out. I don't have any choice. And also, there was a comma there. Are you not finished? Well, I guess that's that. You can't be burning a fire down here, for sure. I would have to put that out. I wonder if by letting him stay, maybe this thing will, I guess, look on us more favorably? Yep. Don't have time for this. These platforms are laid out so weirdly. Well played, game. I gotta give it credit, that was well done. Appearing, at least as far as I saw, from behind a beam as I moved past it, both of you being so rail thin. And then as I'm staring into the darkness, waiting for you to emerge, there goes the train. But I can hear that you have not left us. What is this, some kind of service elevator? I mean, what can I say? I enjoy a misdirect jump scare, you know? Especially since it's like, you know, it's a train. It's what this place does. Oh, but we're back up at the surface. Back by this weirdly lodged car. I gotta call the cops right now before I become his next meal. I'm not sure what the cops are expected to do about this. I mean, maybe we should have told that guy that that thing is down there so that we could maybe bring him with us? You again. I mean, you look like a rip-off Batman villain, but you're actually present in the graveyard shift. You're entirely unprecedented here, though. What are you doing in New York? Anyways, police? Oh, good, you put the phone back on the hook. Just in time for me to not use it for anything. Am I supposed to go try and do something about you? Because I don't see why I would. Okay, fair play. I didn't expect you to still be here. I'm getting paranoid. So tell me, why does this have this sort of CRT look to the game? I mean, I feel like these styles have become really overdone. And it's not even that this game is ugly looking or anything, it's just like, why is it there? Why was this choice made? I say the same thing about a lot of like faux VHS or faux PS1 games. Sometimes they can be meant to like, you know, evoke nostalgia for an era or a type of media. I'm not sure why it's here. Like, it's the 90s, sure, but we're not filming. It's not body cam footage. It's just, it bothers me a little bit when it feels like it's done just to be trendy rather than for a purpose. Although I guess it does make the lens flares a little nicer looking. Now. Oh, we actually can't check the cameras now. Back to the phone. The phone's dead. And now we can have a look. There's the platform we just came from. Or actually, it may be a different one, considering how open it is. Feels like this guy wants to turn my night into a total nightmare. Can you come a little closer so I can read the sign, please? Can you take a few steps back so I can't read it anymore? I'm hungry. Can I eat you? So it seems to me that the solution is to simply not go back down there. I'm not sure what is actually prompting me to do that right now. I mean, if I just watch you the entire time, experience says you won't move. That almost looks like a smudge of the other guy in the back there. You just appear wherever the paranormal is happening, huh? Yeah, you really love that window knocking trick. Look over here. I like how I'm not on the internal security camera until I'm right here. And it like really brightens and exposes the image up so that we can see that we're standing here, but it tries to keep the room in the dark on this asset so that we can't see that we're not standing there. Except we should have an outline in front of the screens. Yeah. But meanwhile, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Could just chill here, listen to some tunes. See, this is actually really atmospheric. Oh no, there's a camera. Maybe I just didn't see them before? The asset definitely exists. One problem, you move back and forth, this one doesn't. I guess we should try and get back to work. Oh, we're supposed to enter the tunnel right here. Well, wait, but then how did we get here? We started looking this way, getting to work. How did we get here? Now we're in Brooklyn. You know, you keep narrowly surviving encounters with a cannibal ghost killer, and yet you keep entering new entrances even though it keeps locking you out. It's like you keep snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. What is this? Can we... we can kind of physics these boxes, but not really. Hang on. Push you over here. Now we can climb up. Oh, we can jump! We can jump, but it's not enough. We're introducing... we can right-click to pick you up. Strange choice to have this be a thing all of a sudden. Yep. And yep. Yep. Crazy how those cardboard boxes supported our full adult male weight. Where to from here? Oh, around this corner. Once again, these environments and sound are extremely detailed and atmospheric, and some of the scares are legitimately really creepy. But as for the story itself, it is very confusing. Hello? Do I just have to open this? That's not good. That's not good at all. Are we playing Infra all of a sudden? Are we really going to take it upon ourselves to walk under this? I guess not. Is there some place where we can follow this to? Like a valve or something? There we go. Oh god, we're really in the guts of the place now. Oh my god. Oh my god, run. Go, 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 go. Well, this is all the running I can do. This really isn't a chase. Well, you've claimed at least 2 victims now. Let's shut off the gas. No. God, did you slam into that grate and I wasn't around to see it? Good. Why is it that in video games, shutting off the gas to a pipe only ever stops it from burning? It doesn't, you know, take gas away from any critical system. That looks ripe for something to burst out of it and start chasing me. But there's no going through here. I gasped because I thought that huge pile of stuff was a guy. Yep. Oh no, these aren't the boxes we can jump on top of. Through here then? Oh my god! We're alive. We're alive and on the streets, not even in front of the station. I just deposited in an alley and it is starting to rain. Are we supposed to be feeling what it's like? Maybe that's our punishment. Maybe our punishment is for not counting our blessings and realizing how good we really have it. We were dreaming of that penthouse. It taunted us with this thing seemingly getting what we always wanted. This neighborhood looks familiar. Do you have some connection to this place? Is there a light I can turn on? Doesn't look good. You again. I'll take the next one. Nope, blocked off by crime scene tape. Guess we're not getting our steps in today. Buddy, you'll never believe the maintenance in here. Which floor are you getting off on? You're just observing me intently. That's really funny how it's just moving behind those destruction textures. I'm over here now, buddy. Alright, well, let's just leave you in that state. Maybe you won't come after me later. Oh my god. Oh my god. I even got an achievement, Meet the Apartment Ghost. I don't think I want to ask any of the residents of these apartments for help. This reminds me of that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode. You know, that bug when they went to the city, sent Courage to do some errands. Got to this apartment where there were creepy things behind every door. I mention that episode a lot, and I think of it a lot when playing such games. Am I supposed to be going all the way up, or am I supposed to be going down this hall? Okay, this seems like a lot even for New York in the 90s standards. The crime scene set up, but the body left unattended. Eviction notice. Notice for non-payment, Mr. Joe Smith. I'm guessing Joe is our dad. This is 26 years ago. Due to unpaid rent totaling $1,550, this letter serves as formal notice that you must vacate the property. Please remove all belongings and leave the property in good condition by this date. Maybe we were homeless for a while. I think this might be the house we lived in when I was a kid. And this is what it's become. For as bad as it was, things got worse for us. Would this have been our room? Syringes. Oh, what? You don't have an overly verbose description of this, too? Spray. Pill container. More pills. Wait, It's gonna be another one of these. Little me. At least this place could be of use to someone, I guess. Alright, we're on a mission to make a child happy. Still nothing here. And you definitely don't want any of this stuff instead. That better be the toy car I ordered. Aren't you amazed at how much we look alike? I personally don't see the resemblance. If I was that tall, I'd fight you directly. In here. There we go. Child's toy. Even if we can't help ourselves, maybe we can help you. There you go. I do not like the way you move. We're standing right on the river. Oh, we're standing on the crappy side of the river. Okay. You're actually gonna make me run away from New Jersey and towards you. You've actually brilliantly laid this trap. He hates this city just like I do. Could have communicated that better. Really now? Really now? We're gonna go with I was the killer all along. It wasn't my fault. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. It wasn't my fault. You're a sinner. You're a sinner. Is that true, or is it trying to make me believe that? It's really weird. There is, like, a legitimately poignant story in here. If you can, like, see past the jank. And I don't know if it's communicated all that well, but, like, the fact that I can see what they're going for. And that scene right there, not that you were really the killer thing, but this tall, disfigured representation of poverty standing on the river and wailing at the city in the night. There's some sauce there. Oh my god. Wow, you brought your whole bike down here. I will take that. Ooh. He wants me to take the fall for murder. I gotta kill him. Which will prove that I am not a murderer. God is dead. We're not gonna worry too much about ammo, are we? You know, from a certain perspective, we probably do look quite a bit like a deranged lunatic just roving the subway with a shotgun. We're like an enemy from Condemned. dead. Excuse me, you just tanked 3 shotgun blasts to the chest, point blank. Okay. Oh, that got you out of my way for a second. At first I thought that there was somebody standing behind you the first time you got me. But it looked like that was just like weird blood textures just kind of hanging in the air. Also, we're not actually loading shells, we're just kind of looking at the gun sideways. Nothing here. You look like you're, like, limping now. I think we just have to really rapidly fire the shotgun. I think it's not even about headshots. 4 hits, that's what we need. And of course, the way for you to defeat me, oh spirit, that apparently can be killed this way, is to rush me while I'm wielding a shotgun in the direction that I'm facing, down a corridor. Inner demon. I've been seeing that all over. Is there anything more depressing than brightly colored graffiti of smiling faces in a place like this? Took 5 hits that time. Oh, look, this whole tunnel is flooded. Also, I've just realized that the footstep sound is the same on this metal grate as it is for tile. Were you wearing a priest's collar? Okay, that's kind of creepy. Albert, after killing Vulture, reported the incident to the police. The crime police found no trace of a body or any evidence of Vulture's existence. He tried to convince the officers that the murder of the man in the bathroom was Vulture's doing, but based on evidence, the police concluded that Albert was a psychopath and he had committed the murder himself. Albert was prosecuted and spent the rest of his life in a mental institution. I'm not quite sure where you would have gotten evidence to convict. Like, there's nothing actually tying me to that. You were always here. So that was Homeless, and I liked it. Like, it was pretty good. Maybe a little overpriced at $7. I mean, that took me, like, what, an hour to complete? But it was nice. I feel like the gameplay could definitely... It felt like it was trying to do more with its gameplay and ultimately ended up doing less. Oh wait, there's more. 3 years later. Oh my god. There's a suspicious individual within your range. Move towards him quickly and instruct them to leave. I think I read about this. This was something that was added post-release. 3rd anniversary of brutal subway murder continues to baffle New York. Take a good look. You know, I visited the Intrepid in summer 2000. Didn't realize the significance of the site looking south. Still, quite a change looking at this during the daytime. Funny how it almost feels like an altogether better world than the one we just came out of. I have to say, I'm a sucker for seeing things that are barely visible in old photos. That was really creepy. And the way that your lips slowly curled to a smile. I do like that ending a lot. And of course, something like you never really leaves. Oh my god. To be continued? You're doing more? Okay, well that was Homeless, and I have to say, mixed thoughts on it, just like the last one. The graphics and sound and the environments are beautiful. It is incredibly immersive, which is why I wish there was more to the gameplay than a linear walking simulator. Like the Graveyard Shift before it, this was ripe for job simulator style gameplay, and it's weird because there was actually kind of less of that than in the Graveyard Shift, and that's saying something because that was also one of my major criticisms of that game as well. And I think by doing something like that, you could have been more subtle, you could have introduced the scares over a longer period of time, had more variety in those scares, and in doing so, you would have had more room to convey the themes of this, because the story in this, I see what it's going for, but it comes off really janky and stilted. It kind of clumsily communicates themes like greed and envy and exploitation. It's absolutely... Hang on, what is that boat doing right there? I was gonna say, it's absolutely saturated in that feeling of despair, in knowing that we're down here, that we've always been down here in the dirt and the danger, and that we'll never leave it because all the while we're looking across the river to these brightly lit skyscrapers glowing in the dark as people with wealth and lives we almost can't even imagine are looking down on us and keeping us here as we run the very systems that they utilize. Is that communicated well? Not really, but it's there. I see what they're doing. But it even has room for that complexity where we're looking up at them. We don't even realize that there's those who look up at us. We have a job, we presumably have an apartment somewhere. It's not much, but we've got it better than some of the people we encounter throughout this game. Even people who live where we used to. And so there's this feeling of like relativity and appreciation in that as well, while not undermining the other stuff. Now, where's it actually going with all that? Because I felt like that was the main thread that I was following. I don't know. I don't really know what I was supposed to take away from this. I feel like it could use more time to let this breathe and fall into that conclusion naturally. The scares were a bit mixed as well, although I feel I lean a little bit more in a positive direction with those. Like, sometimes it would just put an image on the screen and blast a really loud noise, and those were pretty lame. Other times, it was just things in the environment startling us that should be there, but they came often at a time while our focus was directed in another direction. Some of the times, the guy appeared who was quite creepy looking were cool. I liked being in the bathroom stall, hearing his footsteps and hums walking down towards us, and then as he walks past, we realize there's no way he doesn't see us. We're not even actually hiding right now. And then seeing him like bend over, like the way he moved every time he moved was really just, it was so creepy. I did really like that zoom in on the photo in the end there. Not only was that hauntingly creepy, even if it would have had more impact if I kind of understood what was going on here a bit better, but it felt like we weren't dealing with like the ghost of one person, but as the personification of this despair. that has always been here and will be here for quite a long time. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.